Okay, I'm setting everything Sloan. Alright, YouTube. Today I'll be going over the downfall of Lil Durk. There's a bunch of videos. There's a bunch of videos all over the internet. Bunch of videos all over the internet about Lil Durk. We know he got caught up with the feds, man, trying to get people knocked off. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm the news. I don't know all the information that's going on. I don't need to know. Why do I need to know? This is not really important, but it's trending right now. Lil Durk story is crazy. It's just a bunch of videos. We gotta watch. This Lil Durk story is crazy. All right, bet.
For 3 years in a row, Chevy has earned more J.D. Power initial quality awards than any other brand. With the high-tech SUV, the all-electric.
Chicago rapper Lil Durk is in police custody this morning.
And he was allegedly involved in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk just got hit with one of the most intense charges of his career. We're not talking about a simple arrest here. This is about murder for hire, and it's tied directly to the murder of his close friend, King Von. This isn't just another headline. It's a story of revenge, loyalty, and an alleged plot that reaches from Chicago to Los Angeles. Let's break down the details of how Durk's past might have finally caught up with him and what this could mean for his future. The other day, Lil Durk was arrested in Florida on charges linked to a murder for hire plot, a serious accusation that's bringing a whole new level of attention to his life and career. According to federal prosecutors, Durk and 5 others tied to his Only the Family, OTF collective, were part of a plan to take revenge against Quando Rondo's camp for the murder of King Von, Durk's close friend and collaborator, back in November 2020. Authorities allege that this entire plot began when members of OTF wanted to seek retaliation for Von's death. The story of revenge didn't just stay in Chicago though. Prosecutors claimed that in August 2022, members from Lil Durk's crew traveled to Los Angeles on the behalf of Durk himself, and they had one goal in mind: to go to LA and take out Quando Rondo.
Bruh, they this is dumb. I'll be mad. Like, obviously you gotta spend about your bro because he died from the ops or whatever. But I'll be so mad because it's like, damn, bro, we spinning behind you and you went and left your security and everything and died. And now we gotta stand on that. And if I don't stand on that, I look dumb. Like, bro, is
Rondo. However, this act of violence instead led to the death of Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, as the group allegedly carried out what they saw as retribution for Von's murder. On August 19, 2022, Quando Rondo and
I remember when that first happened, the whole Quando Rondo thing when his man's had died. People didn't even know that it was linked to Lil Durk at all. People still was like, he ain't get back. So like the streets of social media is just a mess.
his cousin Lil Pab were in Los Angeles, making their way through the city, reportedly attending some business-related matters and spending time with close associates. Quando, known for his connections and tense history with Lil Durk's camp due to the tragic conflict that surrounded King Von's death, was cautious yet calm as they navigated through the city that day. By the time the sun started setting, they pulled into a gas station near the Beverly Center, just a quick stop to refuel before moving on. Unbeknownst to them, another vehicle had been tracking their movements, strategically following them through Los Angeles. By the time Quando and Lil Pab pulled into the gas station, the second vehicle was closing in, and everything was set for the ambush. As they parked, that white sedan that had been following them pulled in close, creeping up just enough for its passengers to get a clear line of sight, and in an instant, the calmness of that sunny afternoon was shattered.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
As shots rang out and chaos erupted, the black SUV became the center of a tragic, gut-wrenching scene. The air was filled with panic, and within moments, it was clear the ambush had left someone critically hurt. Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, was hit, but the full weight of what had just happened didn't hit Quando until later on. Caught on camera, the haunting audio of Quando's screams went viral in the hours that followed.
Like, that's so messed up. Like, imagine you genuinely freaking out because your cousin died, and it's like people on the internet remaking this, laughing at you about it. Like, this is such a weird time.
His voice is filled with absolute devastation, echoing through the chaotic scene as he realizes his cousin wasn't gonna make it.
The ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For Quando, this wasn't just a loss, it was a moment of public grief, a rare glimpse into the pain that artists like himself carry behind the scenes. It's that scream, filled with shock, disbelief, and grief that made the story hit even harder. A reminder of how real and dangerous these conflicts can get. After the shots went off and Lil Pab was hit, police were called, and within minutes, the area was swarming with law enforcement and first responders. The gas station near the Beverly Center quickly transformed into a crime scene, with officers blocking off the area, trying to make sense of the chaotic scene. Paramedics rushed to treat Lil Pab, but it was clear his injuries were severe. Despite their efforts, he succumbed to his wounds right there on the spot, under the police lights right at the gas station, as his cousin Quando Rondo watched him pass away in shock. Quando, still being shaken up from the shock, could hardly process what had just happened. He was visibly distraught, pacing back and forth, his screams echoing across the lot, captured on cameras and phones by bystanders.
Like, this is real. This is real. Like, it's insane, bruh.
Those screams would go viral, symbolizing the raw pain of a moment that could not be hidden or controlled, a heartbreaking reaction to losing someone so close so suddenly. The police, meanwhile, were already piecing together what little information they had. Witnesses reported seeing a white sedan speed off right after the shooting, leading investigators to believe this was a planned, targeted hit. This wasn't some random act of violence. It had all the signs of a calculated attack. The tragic moment left the hip-hop community stunned and mourning yet another loss in an ongoing cycle of violence. But that night was only the beginning. Law enforcement would dig deeper into the case, linking it to a broader network of rivalries and conflicts. And now with the federal indictment connecting Lil Pab's death to an alleged murder-for-hire plot involving Lil Durk's OTF crew, this tragic story has taken on even darker layers. According to prosecutors, Lil Durk is the man behind what they're calling a calculated murder for hire plot, allegedly orchestrated as revenge for the death of his close friend, King Von. They claim that Lil Durk, along with several members of his OTF collective, conspired to take down Quando Rondo or someone close to him as payback for Von's tragic loss in 2020. This isn't just a simple feud. They're painting it as an organized, deliberate plan fueled by loyalty, revenge, and a desire to avenge Von's legacy. Prosecutors allege that Durk's crew wasn't just acting out of anger. They were reportedly promised rewards for their loyalty. The indictment describes coded conversations between the alleged conspirators, detailing promises of financial compensation or opportunities in the music industry under OTF. This, they say, gave the men enough motivation to track down Quando's circle in Los Angeles.
So they were going to be able to kill them, get money, and it was going to help them as an artist. That's so stupid though. So the fact that you killed somebody, now you about to be a popular artist, like it was going to help them get a career by catching a body, and now you basically got to be low to dirt forever because it's like he know that you got it in blood basically. That's how you got your deal. You got your deal in blood. You took a body. Now you a popular rapper. mm.
Of a hit that would eventually send a message across the rap industry. Prosecutors are building the case around Durk's deep connection to King Von and the idea that Von's death was a major turning point for Durk. They're arguing that Durk saw Von's death as something that couldn't go unanswered. According to the prosecutors, this wasn't just about grief, but about maintaining his reputation and loyalty.
It's crazy. Durk looked just like Rico to me.
Within his crew and the streets. They claim Durk felt a duty to take action, leading to this organized retaliation plan. A key element of the prosecution's case is that Durk's associates were allegedly promised rewards, whether in the form of money, prestige, or elevated positions within OTF.
I wanted Empower's budgeting tool, and it came with a free financial checkup.
Empower showed me how to retire sooner.
Their tax and investing strategies help.
The indictment mentions coded language used to communicate these promises, hinting at payouts and increased status for anyone who carried out the attack successfully. Prosecutors argue this incentivized Durk's crew to go to extreme lengths, planning and executing an ambush with the expectation that their loyalty would eventually pay off. The prosecution alleges that the attack wasn't spontaneous. It was a result of deliberate planning. Members of OTF are accused of traveling from
Deliberate planning. They were really stalking and calling different gangs to see who and who. The streets is dumb because it's easy to get people touched because they all know each other. And the Illuminati, I just noticed the Illuminati be whacking each other because they all know each other. So it's like they isolated themselves from everybody else. So it's like you gotta watch your back from your own people. And it's like, damn, what the fuck? Like my old people could just get me going because it's like they know so much about me, or but that's what the streets is like people you're doing stuff with people that know so much stuff about you, and that's why you stay around them because they know what you did. and that's your tie to them. Like that's what make you a bro. Like y'all both stole a car, y'all both killed somebody, and now y'all both keeping it silent, and y'all bros, and y'all tied in with it, and it's just like that's y'all thing. That's the streets, literally.
From Chicago to Los Angeles with a mission, which was following Quando Rondo's movements and waiting for the right moment to strike. The hit itself, they claim, was executed in a way that aligns with a classic murder-for-hire operation, with members tracking Rondo's SUV, waiting for him and his crew to be in a vulnerable position before launching the attack. Court documents reveal that after the incident, the OTF members stopped at an In-N-Out where they discussed payments with one of the top OTF associates before heading back to San Diego to catch flights back home. Records show that there was a payment exchange that happened as a reward for the murder. Now, the most important part in all this is that they're saying that Lil Durk is the mastermind behind everything. He was the one who provided funds for flights, ensuring his associates could travel from Chicago to Los Angeles. And according to court documents, Durk allegedly arranged for OTF members.
It's GG's. You wanna know why it's GG's? Because Durk actually raps about this stuff. So it's not even the fact that you can use lyrics. I feel like with an artist like Lil Durk, you shouldn't not be able to use his lyrics. Like he's really doing this shit. Like it's real.
So they were operating based on what he told them to do.
And he basically be snitching on himself in his lyrics. So if you can't use his lyrics, like they must got raw. Well, they probably got raw evidence. They got his ass. He was trying to escape to Puerto Rico and shit.
The head honcho. Durk's top associate, Keon Grant, reportedly coordinated logistics on the ground, but Durk is said to have provided the financial resources and guidance needed for the ambush. Keon Grant arranged hotel accommodations, bought ski masks
because he raps, he literally raps about it in his music.
Court
like
documents indicate that Grant was also the one who supplied firearms.
He knows that like the choice he make and what comes with it, so he'll rap the idea of if I did get caught, this what would happen.
I think you probably at this point understand why this is so bad for Durk. These aren't just accusations of association or indirect involvement. Prosecutors are painting him as the mastermind behind a deadly, premeditated act. He's being accused of financially and logistically supporting a murder-for-hire scheme that targeted a rival, going as far as to cover travel costs, conceal identities, and provide weapons for the attack. This is some serious stuff right here. And if the court accepts this narrative, it elevates his role in the case to the one who's going to carry the full responsibility for organizing a violent conspiracy with potential penalties, including life in prison or even death penalty, if the court finds sufficient evidence of intent. Moreover, the case is built around digital communications.
Damn, bro, if he if he gets the death penalty, bro, this rap shit is gonna be dead. But like,
testifying to strengthen their case even more. If any of the
what's going to win in the end is just raw creativity, like real artistry. Like the people who really should be in front and center are going to just be in front and center. So it just doesn't make. That's all that's happening. Like it's like the world's changing. Like the world's about to not about to. The world's changing. Like the stuff that is changing. Like a lot of the bad stuff is getting erased for real.
Co-conspirators cooperate with authorities. It could seal the
like this is crazy. P Diddy had a lot of a connection in our culture. It's so weird, but that's such a significant person and to a lot of the people who we assume as an artist or assume as gangster or assume are rappers and shit. Like he play in the hand of social media comedians and shit. So it's like that one person. So it's just like, what the fuck? Like things are changing. We only going to see years from now that like, damn, the industry, music is different. Like people are going to be different. Like the desire is just going to be different. The landscape is different. It's different. It's growing. It's changing. It's good. That's good. This is what we need. This is what we need for real. Like this is most certainly what we need for sure.
The case against them, making the charges even harder to fight. Now, one of the things that's a little bit ironic about this entire situation is the fact that for the past 2 years, Lil Durk has publicly been working on cleaning up his image. After years of being tied to the street life, he's tried to turn over a new leaf. For anyone who doesn't know, Lil Durk has not only embraced Islam, but even went as far as converting, changing his name to Mustafa Abdul Malik. So he's definitely been on a journey of rebranding himself. On top of this, he's done community service and launched the Neighborhood Heroes Foundation to support underprivileged youth. And this shift didn't go unnoticed. He was even awarded an honorary key to the city in his hometown suburb of Broadway, Illinois.
Durk Banks, or Lil Durk, was honored and celebrated last week with keys to the villages of Bellwood and Broadview.
Oh, he got his keys to the city taken away.
To Broadview, we are honored to present this key to the city to Durk Banks Neighborhood Heroes.
Ever since I was a kid,
he got it taken away. Yo, they might really, like, it might really be GG's for him. Like, it might not even be no, like, he escaped, or, like, if it's GG's for Durk, bro, like, this is just gonna change something. Like, especially if they give him the death penalty, bro, that's gonna change people, because all these people that you perceive are tough and gangster, they're just living off of, like, trying to be this thing one day, and these are the people who painted the ideas for real. Like Pennsylvania and those weird landscapes that be beefing and hoods, they be literally trying to recreate Chicago in Pennsylvania. Like, that's not even genuine if you have to recreate. Like, if you gotta have a gang that's in California and just make it up in your state, like, why can't it just be that state gang? Like, that's just fake. That's fake. Like, you listening to this song and now your whole hood is a Crip. That don't make sense. It's fake. All of this shit is fake. It's fake. If it's not the original people, it's fake. It's just add-ons. It's fake. Anybody could be it. It's fake.
Last week, local leaders praised his efforts to give back
and like, that was my thing. Like, when I realized, I'm like, bro, literally all this shit is fake.
Promote positive change, holding him up as an example of redemption. Fun fact, they ended up revoking the key after this indictment.
Oh my god. Yeah, they took the city. Well, when you get accused of certain things, they just automatically revoke stuff, even if it's not true. But this is such a serious allegation. It's like, why the fuck are you being accused of this? And we know that you rap about this, so it's like, why are we about to sit and act like you don't? Why did we give him the key to the city in the first place? What the fuck are we doing?
Recently wiped clean. Now, could all this be a defensive move on his end? Because when someone is involved in something like this, especially someone with Lil Durk's influence and public presence, it's important to consider how them reshaping their image can help them if legal troubles come their way. Durk's public shift to a more positive, community-focused persona, receiving the key to the city, come their way. Durk's public shift to a more positive, community-focused persona, receiving the key to the city, doing charity work, and his spiritual growth all adds layers to his defense if anything would happen. Like in his case, it sends a message that he's moving away from his past, showing the authorities that he's more serious about changing and leaving his past behind. And maybe for Lil Durk, it wasn't so much about completely avoiding any legal troubles, but maybe he did all this as a way to soften the blow of whatever he did. That's of course me just speculating, but thinking about it logically, it does make sense. Because best believe someone with Lil Durk's status understands the power of public opinion and how it can sway narratives. By portraying himself as a reformed individual, he builds a layer of protection, influencing how people view him and possibly impacting how authorities handle him. The question still remains though, whether this rebranding was a genuine evolution or a strategic buffer given his history. Personally, I don't think this is going to end too well for him if they actually...
Hey, this could be a strategic thing, because a lot of, hey, I'm from Baltimore City. A lot of niggas was being a Muslim to be in a gang or have a group of people at one point when I was growing up, even the younger people. And it's like, people do it. But the Muslim men do be speaking to a lot of people that's in the streets, and it's easy to be inspired and get converted too. Because I could have got converted to a Muslim and all that stuff, because my mentor is Muslim and he took me to the mosque, and I be around all the men and stuff, and they it's good for the mind, it's good for the spirit. You feel safe, you feel protected, and that's basically what everybody in the streets, that's what they want to do. That they want to be in a group. They want to be with a group of people. So it's like when you with the Muslim men, you all in groups, you are doing positive stuff and different stuff in the community.
Actually have recordings or solid evidence of Durk orchestrating a murder, the defense options are limited. When it comes to cases involving premeditated murder, especially with the added weight of conspiracy or organized crime, the sentencing gets really serious. People facing charges like this typically don't get lenient treatment. The legal system often comes down hard, and with someone of his profile, authorities will likely pursue the maximum just to make an example out of him. Durk might be looking at
Golly.
significant time unless his legal team finds a way to
They
poke
trying to make
holes
an
in the
example out
prosecution's
of him.
evidence or challenges the credibility of any witnesses against them. And in high-profile cases like this, even if they don't have direct evidence, the cumulative weight of circumstantial and digital proof can still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really sad to see millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this. With the opportunities and success someone like Lil Durk has achieved, you'd think he'd be able to fully separate himself from that lifestyle. But as you guys can see, even with fame, money, and all the chances to make a positive impact in this world, it's clear that he's still stuck on the streets. I'm really curious how this is going to end for him, and it'll definitely take some
Yeah, this
time
is
for this to
crazy.
get resolved. Anyway, this Lil Durk story is definitely crazy. If you made it
Yeah, that's crazy. It's mad Lil Durk videos, and that's what we watching. We just watching a bunch of Lil Durk stuff. This whole thing is Lil Durk. What the hell? That booty. All right, we watching a bunch of Lil Durk stuff. Oh yeah, that's the guy who supposedly like opened the idea to everybody. Brick Baby. Um, let me see something.
Hello. Morning, Marvin. Every day is an opportunity to change.
He
Oh yeah.
he opened up the idea that Dirk had got get back to everybody already.
Yeah, Sly for Vaughn, right?
Nobody.
Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
See?
Mention a song, they be like, they be saying Sly for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FVG Cash? Oh who?
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
Oh.
Damn, wait. Yeah. He snitched hard as fuck. This nigga snitched like a regular person. Like he didn't even have to say anything.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of
Yeah.
no. Like
They
who
say
died?
you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FVG Cash? Oh who?
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
Oh.
Golly.
Man, it's looking like Brick Baby finna be in a hot seat for a hot minute, man. If I was Brick Baby, I'd just go ahead and come out with my paperwork, bro. Because listen, man, Whack 100 just grilled that boy Brick Baby, man. And you know what, man? I never seen Brick Baby feed into anything as much as he feeded into this. Now, if you didn't snitch, just stop talking. Plain and simple. Just stop talking. But of course, he ain't gonna never get the memo. And it seems as though in this recorded phone call that I'm about to play between Whack 100 and Brick Baby, yes, you heard it right, man. I never heard Brick Baby come and try to clear anything up as much as he's clearing this up. And out of all of this time, bro, I've only heard Brick Baby and Whack 100 online having a conversation maybe 3 times. So, man, listen. Whack 100 got that boy in the corner. You know what I'm saying? It seems as though this is just what he had been waiting on. And the internet.
Um, my opinion, crap, is crazy word that I'm about to. My lips just dry as fuck. My opinion on Whack 100, he's his name, and that's all I gotta say. You mean he just be doing a lot of crazy stuff, and he gang affiliated, so they be letting him slide. But he be doing some crazy stuff that ain't right. Like I don't understand. He be doing some crazy stuff.
Well, the internet think Brick Baby is a snitch. And at this point, man, if I was Brick Baby, I'd just produce some paperwork, something to clear my name, something to get me up out of this crap, bro. But let me go ahead and stop running my lips and run this content now. In this clip, this 12 and a half to 13-minute audio between Brick Baby and Whack 100. Whack 100 is practically grilling at that boy Brick Baby to the point where Brick was like, bruh, we got to talk about this off the phone, man. So listen, I ain't even finna spoil it for y'all. With no further ado, let's jump off into it, man.
Nigga, and it's on my mama. When that shit happened, for all them months, we was under the impression it was a bad drug deal with some Armenians, Persians. The other nigga, Quando, served it like a nigga reached over him and just targeted him, the boy. This is what niggas thought. This what the world thought. I was arguing with niggas. They was putting up pictures. Nah,
Oh,
see, he dissing Hoop in this picture. But niggas whoopty whoopty like, I'm like, nah, hell nah. Them niggas ain't moving on no niggas in Beverly Hills. It's what we thought. When Adam pressed play the other day, nigga, and I heard you say that shit to this nigga from North Dakota, I'm telling myself, what the fuck did I just hear?
Nah, listen to this though, right? Motherfucker been not talking to Dirk for about 6, 7 months.
No, that's cool, but
Hold on, I'll let you get off with it.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Real quick. I'm gonna let you get the floor back.
golly, bro, that's crazy. See, whole time people wasn't even looking at it, looking into it, like Dirk even had got get back or anything. We was oblivious to it.
They like how Brick you fled. Ain't no more side for mine. So when this before I worked at no job, man, he said it, I'm like, yeah, that's more side for mine.
Why the fuck is his?
Yeah.
No, no.
Why is his mic glitching? Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck going on, Brick baby? The fuck, yo? This nigga weird, cuz. I don't know.
No, that ain't what you said. See, if you would have personalized it to you, but you didn't. But you, but you.
I didn't never talk to niggas to know.
No, no, no. But
They didn't do that because I'm thinking, nigga, all my life, I keep on saying.
but you missing what? Yo, Brick, you missing what I'm saying? Don't get your ass whooped. Listen, you missing what I'm telling you. If you would have personalized it and said on a troll, niggas can't say I didn't side for Vaughn no more and laughed, one thing. But you said they can't say they didn't slide, that OTF didn't slide for Vaughn no more. I swear to God you said it.
Hey,
You want me to, bro, you want me to play it?
you can play.
Hold on. Hold on. Bro, hold on, bro. Yo, Rosetta, let me get the, bro, I'm finna play it. I'm finna play it. It's a, yo, we got that. Where the fuck is that shit at?
Wait, I'm about to play it right.
The one with you and Flacco. You identified OTF. Flacco didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. He said another nigga name. No, that nigga said something, cash something, and you said no. Little Boom, the nigga. You say that Lil Pop, whatever the nigga name is. Now,
I'm not denying that.
okay, but what I'm saying,
Play it, bro.
play it.
This is the worst conversation ever.
No, rewind it. Rewind it. Oh, I got the whole shit. Hold on. Who got it? Hold on. Where that shit at? I do. Nigga. When that nigga played that shit, I couldn't believe what the fuck I was hearing. Second slide, here it go. I'm gonna play it right now.
He never said OTF. I don't feel like it. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. I couldn't believe what the fuck. Hold on, where this shit at? Damn it, they go. Wait, where your other phone? So I can play it on there so we can hear it.
GG's, Brit baby, man.
Hold on. One of y'all got audio in here?
right. You know,
One of y'all got audio?
that shit went viral right then and there.
Yeah, send it to me.
Golly, bro. And then Brick Baby's trying to act so oblivious.
Way back then.
Making shit you do.
Ain't gonna be shit.
I'm in the admins in the morning chat.
Morning. Right? They can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von no more.
I'm pretty sure I just played the whole shit.
No, you did not. No, you did not. You did not. And this what I got came straight from Adam.
No, send it. I'm waiting for you to play it.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me play it.
Oh yeah,
y'all ready?
Slide for Vaughn, right? Nobody. They say you can't say that no. Oh yeah, Slide for Vaughn, right? Nobody.
Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, cause of wait no. Like
They
who
say
died?
you can't say that no more.
Oh, cause of FVG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on like no more Slide for Vaughn.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident though,
oh yeah,
Slide for Vaughn, right?
Nobody.
So who was Lil Pop? Lil Pop ain't the nigga that got killed with, right?
I was trolling, but the nigga it ended up being so crazy. But it ended up being crazy though. Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? Like,
and then the other day, nigga, you said them motherfucking people told you that they took your phone and you ain't got it back.
What?
No, you said they took your. Okay, so
I'm finding out all that you finding out.
did you not tell you?
This is crazy, bro. Brick Baby is glitching.
Nick, listen, anytime the feds come with LAPD, the feds is the lead. You know that.
The first time I ever seen a federal agent a day in my life.
Okay, so watch this, right? They take the phone, they get the stick, right? But then they told you they've been watching you since March.
I mean, I already told all that.
This is what I'm saying. So now here goes the other kicker. It been 16 fucking months.
Nigga, my case went through something court, nigga. What you want me to do? Beg them for a court date, nigga? I went to court July, nigga, like 13th, 11th or something, nigga. It was like, hold up. It was like 3 weeks after I got arrested.
You got arrested in June because Pesci the one sent me the content. Exactly. And you telling me no more court dates?
Oh God.
You know what a DA is. Come on.
Wait. Do you got wait? You just said you got a DA reject? Hold on. You got the paperwork on that?
Go to the courthouse and go get it.
Yeah, I mean you need to have the paperwork on that.
Go get it. Just so everybody.
So you got a DA reject for the. Hold on, let me get it right. Let me make sure I'm right. They DA reject the possession of the AK-47.
Possession of an AK-47 that was in my house that in my clips and everything was separated from where the guns was at.
That's cool. You got a DA reject, right?
They're not.
You been. Who died? Man, listen, if you in proximity,
what they do with that gun case at your house?
I ain't got no gun case in my house. I've never had caught a gun case in my house in life. I have never ever caught a gun case at my house. When they found my wife's gun that's registered to her, yeah, nigga, I've never. You can How you gonna file and that's her gun? Nigga, she had a motherfucking revolver. You had an AK-47. What the fuck are we talking about? That's her revolver. Okay, this is the difference. Was there paperwork? Listen, was that AK-47? Was that AK-47 registered
Oh my
right
god.
with a bill of sale? Yeah. No.
What does strength mean to you? Some
Was
say it's
that
how
AK
fast you run a mile.
47? Alright. Mm, let me see. Hmm. I,
The
I know the
truth is,
truth is I made a video about it.
2024 just keeps on getting worse and worse for those who serve Hollywood. It's obvious that this is the year of the truth. Everyone who operates in darkness will be brought to the light. If you're up to no good behind the scenes, you better hide as you might be next. A couple of days ago, it was the CEO of Abercrombie who was arrested and exposed. Today, it's the drill rapper Lil Durk who was arrested for putting a hit on his rival Quando Rondo. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about Lil Durk getting arrested for putting a hit on his rival Quando Rondo. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my patrons know that a new Patreon exclusive video drops later today. This Patreon exclusive is about the monster Woody Allen and his crimes against his own daughters. If you're a Patreon member or a Truth General member, you can expect that video later today. If you're a Truth General member, make sure you head over to my
What the
channel. If you
hell?
would also I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. For the last 3 years, I have repeatedly said that drill music was the worst thing to happen to this generation. So many kids have lost it all due to what this genre promotes. A couple of years back, when the drill music scene took over, we saw the rise of violent crimes in every city where drill music was becoming popular. In New York City alone, so many kids lost their lives from beef that was played out on drill songs. The genre shouldn't be called drill music, but death music. Wherever it goes, it leaves a pile of bodies and grieving mothers. The worst part about all of this was the record labels were getting richer while the youth were destroying each other for them. The labels profited off every single death. While the mothers were burying their children, the record labels were filling up their pockets. Every time a drill rapper passed away, the record labels made millions, not only from music streams, but from life insurance policies they would open up on the artist. Drill music destroyed a whole generation. The rappers that didn't end up in a box under dirt ended up in a prison cell. One of the few drill rappers who managed to escape this outcome for a long time was no other than Lil Durk, one of the original drill rappers from Chicago. Right now, Lil Durk is possibly the most successful drill rapper ever, being a part of the genre since
My freaking eggs.
Its inception and
Yeah.
becoming one of the first big drill rappers from the scene. Throughout the years, Lil Durk's career has only gotten bigger and
Yeah.
bigger to the point where it appears he transcended from drill music to mainstream. Unlike many of his peers, Durk has managed to survive all these years, avoiding prison and death. But the same can be said for his close friends and family members, as over the years, the rapper has lost so many people close to him due to street violence. Not that long ago, Durk lost his brother, who was ambushed in Chicago. When he was coming up, he lost several friends who were a part of his crew. Durk used all this death as the theme to his music, often talking about the dead in his music, dissing those his crew are responsible for getting rid of. His entire music career was built off of this. His people would take someone out, and Durk would rap about it. The one death that changed everything, though, was the death of his own artist, King Von, who was a massive success. Now, the passing of King Von seems to have become the fall of Lil Durk, as we're now seeing that just a few days ago, Lil Durk got arrested by the feds for allegedly putting a hit on his rival Quando Rondo. For those who don't know, Quando Rondo is a rapper signed to NBA YoungBoy. Back in 2020, Quando Rondo was involved in an altercation that led to King Von passing away. King Von had issues with Quando and found him at a club in Atlanta. While Quando was outside hanging out in front of the club, King Von blindsided him and began attacking him. This is when Quando's friend Lil Tim saw this, jumped out the car, and discharged his weapon towards King Von, taking him out. This sparked a beef between Durk and Quando Rondo, which also included NBA YoungBoy. A beef that Durk made several songs about, capitalizing off the death of King Von and his plans to retaliate. After Von passed away, angry fans harassed Durk for years, claiming that he didn't avenge his artist's death. The hashtag Slide for Von became a common phrase on the Durk social media post. Sadly, it seems that fans had finally gotten to Durk, as allegedly he tried doing just that. On October 25th, Lil Durk was arrested by the feds for putting a hit on Quando Rondo. The feds had indicted several other men connected to this hit the day before, but hadn't arrested Durk. That was until the feds realized that Durk had booked 3 separate flights that were heading out of the country. They came under the suspicion that Durk was trying to make a run for it, so they arrested Durk an hour before his private flight was set to leave to Italy. The feds took Durk into custody, where he's being held without bail. He was charged with conspiracy to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death. The feds claim they know all of this because they have a witness who confirmed it all. Now, according to the feds, Durk put this hit out on Quan.
Well, I know it's crazy.
Promising whoever managed to eliminate Quando Rondo, he would give them a record deal with his OTF label. The feds released in the indictment that the hitman were offered.
We're gonna finish this video,
These mushrooms
but
make you
it's
feel
one more video I gotta watch
better.
after this one.
like a lot better.
Rewards including lucrative music opportunities if they contributed to Quando being taken out. A credit card linked with Lil Durk and OTF was used to purchase airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly from Chicago to California, where they believe Quando was located. So the feds are claiming that Durk put out this hit, which led to a group of 5 of his affiliates coming up with a plan to get rid of Quando. Eventually, they got the drop that Quando was in West Hollywood, California. The men quickly booked flights using Durk's credit cards, leaving Chicago and landing in California. They quickly began searching for Quando, and when they found him, they began stalking him and following him for several hours. Eventually, they chose to strike when Quando's vehicle stopped at a gas station. Durk's guys began unloading into the SUV Quando was in. Fortunately for Quando, he survived the incident, but unfortunately for his passenger, they wouldn't. A close family member of Quando passed away due to this hit, as he was struck instead of Quando. Videos of Quando crying over the passing of his cousin quickly went viral, and since that very moment, people felt that Durk was the man responsible for this. Everyone online was finally saying that he finally slid for Vaughn, just like the internet trolls who were antagonizing him begged him to do. Lil Durk let the internet influence him to crash out, and he crashed out in the worst way. Now, the feds are looking to give him life for putting the hit out on Quando. This entire situation happened after one of his crew members snitched on Durk and even wore a wire. It's being reported by some blog sites that he was wearing a wire for years, where he managed to capture conversations of Durk allegedly talking about the payment for the hit on Quando. So after years of Durk rapping about his guys never snitching, it turns out that one of his guys did just that. The most important thing I got out out of all of this was Durk
That's
offering
crazy.
a record deal to whoever took out Quando. This has to be the clearest example of sacrifices in the music industry. Here we have Lil Durk promising a lucrative record deal for the price of a body. This is Durk requiring a blood sacrifice in order to join his record label. There is no other way to put it. He didn't even care if the person was a good artist or not. Whoever caught the body would get signed. This is similar to what just happened in the Young Dolph situation. One of the men who were hired to take out Young Dolph by Big Juke was promised a lucrative record deal with CMG for the body. If this doesn't prove how evil the music industry is, what does? Here we have rappers getting caught requiring a blood sacrifice for a deal. After all the years and all the bodies that have been piling up around Durk, he's finally facing the consequences of his ways. For the first time ever, it's not someone around him, he's taking the fall. All of this is happening because of Lil Durk. No one else is responsible. He decided to promote death and evil through his music to enrich himself. He didn't care about disrespecting the dead or inciting violence. All he cared about was how much money he was making. After so many of his friends and family members passed away, Durk never changed. He used everyone around him to make himself more money. I honestly don't think Durk cared about King Von the way people think. It's obvious. He only saw him as an opportunity to make more money. Believe it or not, Durk used Von's death to make himself richer. Durk and Von weren't close friends before the deal. They were simply acquaintances. If Durk actually cared about Von, he wouldn't have let him continue on the path he was on. Instead, he monetized it and made millions off his persona. Durk encouraged it because he knew it would sell more records. He used Von to push himself to the top. When Von passed away, Durk only got bigger and bigger. And in my opinion, I think Von's death only benefited Lil Durk. He not only capitalized off his death, but he also cleared his criminal charges because of his death. Remember, Lil Durk and King Von were both facing some serious charges. They were facing charges over robbing a man in Atlanta. While Durk and Von were initially both charged, after Von passed away, the charges were dropped from Durk and only Von was seen as the man responsible. Even though Durk was caught on camera unloading his weapon at the victim, Von passing away was the best thing that can happen to Lil Durk. Some of you might be thinking, then why would he put a hit on Quando then? I believe the only reason Durk even put the hit on Quando was to protect his reputation. The internet was clowning him for not avenging Von's death after making hundreds of songs about sliding for his fallen brothers. He knew that this narrative wasn't helping his cause at all. He also knew that if his people would have successfully gotten rid of Quando, he would have gotten all the credit. This would have made him even more popular than he is now. He would have made so much money by making hundreds of songs talking about it. I do not feel bad for Durk at all. He created this situation for himself. His love for money had him doing evil that was monetized by the record labels. Durk is a sellout just like all the rest. He sold out his city and his people for a record deal and was used to promote the very lifestyle that is destroying his own people. The labels know exactly what they're doing with rappers like Durk, promoting that lifestyle that people who run this country want for those living in urban communities. This lifestyle Durk promoted made him the worst possible role model for kids, but somehow they still try to paint him as one. Durk literally got the key to the city from his city.
I don't get that, bro. Like, you gonna give murderers and shit keys to the city? Like, why would you give Meek Mill the key to the city? I understand that he came from nothing and everything, but he literally, that's all Meek Mill talks about was like sliding and shit. Thank you. But like literally, like Meek Mill got the key to his city too. Like now he's trying to stand for oppressors and against the jails and shit, supposedly. But it's like the same people that we want to look up to, they do be the ones telling us to do the dumbest shit and advertise the dumbest shit.
And he was labeled a positive influence. A man who made songs about spinning on the Alps and admitting to living a criminal lifestyle. And he's getting labeled a positive influence by those in power in Chicago. Open your eyes. These are the sellouts they put in front of us to promote death and destruction. You think the hip-hop lifestyle is organic? You're wrong. It's been manufactured to do exactly what it's doing, setting people up to have the same exact outcome every time. Now, Durk is finally experiencing what they do to all their puppets when they're done using them. They throw them in the garbage and replace them with another. Now the very lifestyle that made Durk rich and famous is gonna be the reason why he spends his life in prison. Was it worth it to gain the whole world if it's at the price of your soul? The fact that Durk wanted these artists to catch a body so he can give them a record deal is true evil. That should tell you enough how demonic this industry truly is. As fun as they make it look, it's truly just an evil, cold, soulless place. It's time people wake up and stop idolizing these sellouts. Focus on your walk with God and your path to becoming as good as you can be. Trust that God would guide you in the right direction.
Jeez,
well,
Durk.
I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
GG's, man. Sheesh.
Durk was trying to get the on. Do your homework on trying to whoop the feds on for them grades from the rack. It hit different free folks. Let's start here. Let's just break all this down. On my kids. Do your homework on trying to be in Italy, Switzerland, and Israel. Folks was going to Israel. On for them, only we know in Israel was Jesus. On for them, folks was trying to get back on for them grades. Do y'all homework. Then you got this OTF jam is up. Like, let's just free the real on my baby. It hit different on phone them. I'm all at the concert. Durk just brought me out on stage trying to say the kids push the piece on for them grade. We was on some new on for them grade. You got a who you done fed on for them grade. It's bogus, folks. I don't care where y'all from on for them grade. I don't care what side y'all from, folks. This bogus on for them grade. Real feelings. It different. Man, you feed it for 12 years. He come home with a wire. A wire is crazy, bro. A wire. Do y'all homework on me bringing my mama so the feds was watching my mama too? It hit different. Am I in some shit? Like, let's just start there. Like, I mean, we got a little link card fraud. I'll just be real. I'm phoning them.
I need, I'm really stopping violence and pushing this piece. I need you to get a Drench gang though. Let's start there. Sure. Hold on, Drench gang with you? Hold on, the members outside.
You know they downstairs. You know they downstairs. I'm gonna shut her up.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, you say Woody, I say Woody. Yeah, I don't give a You don't start. Don't you start.
On phone number, it hit different when you got a hit Woody with the, is your name Woody or Woody?
Hey, we gotta pray for him. No, stop right now. We gotta pray for you. Elza, they having a fight right now. Pray for my brother because they been telling me I need to get to Chicago. I ain't made it. Shouts out to all my brothers in Chicago from Chief Ray on down. But God, I ask that you bless my brother right here, God, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotionally. Forgive us. I ain't perfect.
Wait. There's damn, that shit is on Law and Crime Network, Tierney. Lil Durk arrest is on Law and Crime Network. Yeah, I know. This might really be the end.
Amazon fall favorites are here.
Want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on Instagram and purchase you a signed copy of my book. You want to support me? Go to TikTok. Follow me at Trenches News 3837. Yo! It's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to the mod squad. If you ain't following my mods, you can follow the at the end of this video. Remember, if you got anything extra, food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless, man. With that being said, hey, let's say the kids, the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and the civilians. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Make sure y'all safe out there. Most critical part of the weekend. Very dangerous, man. If you're in them trenches, man, keep your head on the swivel, man. Hey, we got OTF Jam. We got Lil Durk, man, and we got FBG Cash. Make sure y'all smash that like button so this video can get around. And if you want to support me, go to Marie37 on Instagram and purchase you a signed copy of my book. All right, y'all. So Lil Durk was grabbed last night, man. He was grabbed in Florida, and he was held by the U.S. Marshals, the feds, and they took him to federal court this morning. And they saying that Lil Durk is a mastermind. He a mastermind. According to the federal paperwork, Lil Durk told Didi that he got money, whatever, for Quando Rondo to be killed. So this hit was for Quando Rondo and not his friend Lil Pap. It was for Rondo to be killed. And they end up killing Lil Pap, though. And Lil Durk, they got multiple phone calls with Lil Durk. Even Lil Durk telling Didi not to put the flights or none of that connect to nobody name connected to him. Nothing connected to him. So that's like, don't use the OTF cards, bro. Use something else. Try to get something else. Didi swiped the OTF card to pay for the flights. And Durk told him, and this is in the federal paperwork. Y'all can go and see it for yourself. Lil Durk, he didn't even, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to talk about Jam for a little bit. Lil Durk didn't even know Jam. Lil Durk opened Jam, open arms, because around Chicago through the BD neighborhood, Jam is a killer. Jam had been to the joint, and actually Jam whooped a person who was disrespecting Newski. He had overbeat him with a weight on the yard in Centralia. And that's how Lil Durk, they got back to Lil Durk that Jam did this shit for his cousin. And when he got home, Lil Durk, opened them with arms. But any real members know that Lil Durk don't know him. He ain't no childhood friend of Lil Durk. He's from over east, man. And they open arms because around Chicago, Lil Durk, he didn't even, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to talk about Jam for a little bit. Lil Durk didn't even know Jam. Lil Durk opened Jam, open arms, because around Chicago through the BD neighborhood, Jam is a killer. Jam had been to the joint, and actually Jam whooped a person who was disrespecting Newski. He had overbeat him with a weight on the yard in Centralia. And that's how Lil Durk, they got back to Lil Durk that Jam did this shit for his cousin. And when he got home, Lil Durk, opened them with arms. But any real members know that Lil Durk don't know him. He ain't no childhood friend of Lil Durk. He's from over east, man. He's from over east. He's from 79th and Vernon, where Big Law and them from, where they originally from. But Freckleface beating them. They Lamron too, though. They Lamron, MTV. If you know, you know. Well, Jam was in that jam, but before he was in that jam, he was already, I'm talking about working. But he got in that jam, and he called Lil Durk about a lawyer. His girl called Lil Durk about a lawyer, and Lil Durk stopped answering for him, man. And he went full-fledged with it to telling them about the Quando Rondo. And he went full. His girl called Lil Durk about a lawyer, but he got in that jam, and he called Lil Durk about a lawyer. His girl called Lil Durk about a lawyer, and Lil Durk stopped answering for him, man. And he went full-fledged with it to telling them about the Quando Rondo. And to cash killers, man, you on borrowed time, man. You better run, man. I'm telling y'all. Hey, this is just an indictment. The RICO coming, though. The RICO coming. They didn't committed crimes against across state lines. Lil Durk them with his name been involved in a lot of shit, and he escaped. But remember, all those charges was state. Those charges was state. When they drop a case, that don't mean they can't pick it up. And the feds can pick it up. The feds got more time to pick up any case than the state then. So Lil Durk is the mastermind behind Quando Rondo shooting with his friend being killed. This in the federal paperwork. He was texting them, aiding them, and everything. Even though the other people played their role in it and picking it up for the airport, they even swiped the card with OTF to use to fly a jet. A guy flew a private jet to the airport, to California, and then got up out of there on a private jet back to Atlanta after the hit was done with OTF credit cards, man. So that's conspiracy alone. And then they saying that Lil Durk ordered it, man. He ordered a hit. Now Lil Durk was too big, bro. He was too big, and he ain't see it, bro. That's because he didn't come up with the people who he came in with. He wasn't never hanging with Tay Town, bro. Durk wasn't never hanging over there. Durk was hanging with Vernie them. He was hanging with Lil Reese them on Lamron. He was hanging with Lamron, bro. He was Lamron 300, bro. And then, he was hanging with 600. But as they was going down, crashing out behind wars and shit, he was moving on to the next block. Lamron probably called him out if they called him out about something. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Durk, he went over there with the threat in them. Now the threat supposed to be Lil Durk friend and you a millionaire. Why do you need Durk assistance to help with a fucking murder? Like, if you a real gangster, bro, you don't even need to talk to Durk. All Durk got to do is tell your ass, hey, I need something gone. And you supposed to know what to do. Man, they texting Durk like they amateurs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this ain't no blogger's fault. This ain't nobody's fault, bro. This Lil Durk fault, bro. He was up and he was hanging with some $2 niggas, man. That's all I can say to y'all. Hey, but OTF Jam, he a killer, bro. Like, he ain't no goofy, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he run to one of them, he gonna overbeat him on everything. He a bruh, a grown bruh, a bruh before a bruh, like that, some shit like that. But OTF Jam did go all in on Durk, man. He threw in the cards, man, went all in on him. And, this how we come to today. And FBG Cash case, it will be solved, man. This firsthand information, you know what I'm talking about? FBG Cash case will be solved, man. It will be solved. So the killers, y'all on borrowed time. But Lil Durk has been arrested for the murder of Quando Rondo. He went to court this morning, and now they waiting on him to extradite him back to California and with the rest of them. You got to go in front of a judge within a certain amount of time. So they had to take him to a Florida federal judge, and then so he could hear his charges. Only thing the federal judge is going to do is read him his rights, tell him what he arrested for, and the crimes that he arrested for and the penalty. And then they're going to tell him that he'll be seeing a judge in California. Now with Brick Baby bogus as hell, y'all. Brick Baby bogus, bro. Like, he bogus as hell. To all the gang members in California, he been on that bitch just strap snitching and everything. And I think it was a play. I think Brick Baby really involved with this shit. Because it was a play that he said the shit on Flacco podcast, and then he tried to come at Flacco talking about some, man, why you put my name and shit? I'm in Atlanta. Try to say he was in Atlanta after the hit. But, you know what I'm talking about? You put them on blast like that. You know what I'm talking about, for some shit like that. So that was food too. But yeah, OTF Jam, it has been confirmed by all the members that I know, man. He did take them down, bro. But it's Lil Durk fault. They saying Lil Durk the mastermind, and FBG Cash case will be solved, man. You can bet on it, man. On everything. You can bet on it. And Jam, he going all out, man. He was asking them questions, and they was answering, and it was being recorded, man. Monitoring and recording. Hey, y'all, get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. I will be going live later, man. I will be going live later tonight. You want to support me, go to Nene Marie 37 on Instagram and purchase you a signed copy of my book. Shout out Made Media Magazine, man. Hey, I got content dropping on this channel soon. So make sure y'all subscribe to them channels and get them.
Dominate the
That's what it is. Forgiveness.
Yo, what's the word, gang? So we back up in this thing again, you dig? But we got another one. Envy be right in your room, watching. Your grandma always told me, Your friends is your best enemy. 100. For the youth that think it's cool to slide with your partners, let this be an example that the streets are watered down. People will lie on you to get their stuff out of a jam. I'm living proof. Y'all favorite gangster lied on me for a body. Can't nobody tell me how to feel if I'm a victim of a rat. And this post, they pointing at OTF Jam. You know what I'm saying? This Bezu. Bezu is confirming that OTF Jam is a snitch. You know what I'm saying? It's quite obvious at this point now, bro. Like, we was looking early on the live, we had said, like, nobody from OTF really confirmed it. Why they ain't speaking on it? But look, man, THF Bezu has confirmed. He said social media, fake fans, bloggers, etc. know how to give.
The only bad I really
Lee.
saw in the music industry was in the Pussycat Dolls, getting calls about what you ate that day. Who
Unproven titles to people. Murder for hire is outrageous. Painting a picture for the officials to run with, trick you out your position. Shaking my head. For the record, why would you have to pay his day ones to hunt for a loss of another day one? Make it make sense. But that ain't, you know what I'm saying, the crazy part. This the crazy part, that he posted this, and then he got is pointing at OTF Jam. So it's all official, gang. THF Bezu officially confirms that Jam is a rat. And I'm gonna go with Bezu. Bezu been around for years. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of respect. You know, he one of those members, one of them solid guys. You feel me? One of them guys who stay out the way. They even, like, shit, it took him years to even do an interview, so you know he ain't clout chasing. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's crazy, though. Them same guys be the ones that be hiding and pretending like they cool with you, but they envy you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come home, you set them up with a crib, a car, and $50,000 plus, in a way to even make some more money. Like, you being a fake ass rapper. That nigga Jam couldn't rap, man. Let's keep it a buck. Can Jam rap? Hell no, bro. But OTF behind him, that stamp behind him, Dirk saying his name in verses, that alone can get him a long way, bro. To even get, like, just say 5,000 a show. You know what I'm saying? He can perform that song every night with Lil Durk and get a little cool 5,000. You know? But shit, man, these people, they want what you got. They don't want just the smaller things in life, the things that they can't even provide for their damn self, clearly, but they want what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I like my plate full. You know, I like a little steak, maybe some pasta, some rice, some vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, like, shit, I fuck around want some potatoes, you know? Give me some lobster tails. Give me some shrimps, right? But if I provide a plate for you and I put a baked potato on there, a nice steak on that motherfucker, and some shrimp on there, that ain't enough for you because you like, damn, I ain't get a lobster tail. Come on, gang. But the streets been dead. The streets been watered down, like Bezu said. That shit over with. You know, it's too many cameras, it's too many rats, you know? The longevity in the streets ain't even a good 10-year run no more, let alone 5 years, you know? It's more like, shit, you might be tricked out your position within 18 months, 12 months. You know what I'm saying? You facing charges like like if you do the math, how long was you on the streets getting that type of money versus how much time you're about to spend? The shit is way different from back in the day, gang. And I'm talking about back in the day, I'm talking about my pops era. Okay, you have a run, 5-year run, make money, put it up. You know what I'm saying? Provide for the family, get a couple of cribs, you know, go sit down for like 10, 15 years, come home. Nah, bruh. Within a year, you doing your time in a year, you go sit down, bro. It's over with. Your ass cook for 30 years off of a year run. So the youth got to make sense of this. Well, they don't. Shit, Bezu coming in. People like me coming in trying to make sense of it. And putting you up on game, letting you know, ain't no making no sense of it. It is what it is.
Oh my God.
But we watch a lot of this stuff unfold, man, right?
All right.
Happy birthday, Marty. Oh, no, you don't. Let me get this.
Ah, thanks. You're too kind.
I've heard that.
Unlimited 2% cash back. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
Show your face.
If y'all didn't think things could get any worse, evidently it's definitely getting a lot worse for Lil Durk. We're learning a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scenes. For starters, they just took away his key to the city. As y'all know, they gave him the key to the city of Chicago. It was Mayor Katrina Thompson gave him the keys, you know, and now being that all this is now going on, they took it from him. Right? And I always tell y'all that same machine that is responsible for building you up, they can definitely take you down. Now, if you've been living under a rock, right? As of the past 24 hours, it's been just nothing but hell for Lil Durk, as we found out that one of his close associates by the name of OTF Jam have worn a wiretap for years, and this is why it led to his arrest, where he's been charged for murder for hire when it comes to Lil Pab. Now, according to reports in an investigation, it says that they were targeting Quando Rondo. However, they ended up getting Lil Pab and OTF Didi, followed by a couple other OTF members were involved in the unaliving of Lil Pab. Now, I told y'all before, as soon as that article came out, as soon as the feds let us know that that was the case where OTF Didi got locked up, most of us already knew that Durk was going down. OTF Didi is way too close to Lil Durk, and not only that, he's known as the threat for a reason. And I told y'all before, every time we've been hearing OTF this, OTF that, they've been involved in a criminal enterprise where we don't see nothing about the quote-unquote boss. It's just nothing but soldiers, soldiers, and soldiers. But now it's looking like they finally caught up to Lil Durk. Now, things get a little more interesting within this case. But before we get into all that, let me say this, right? I don't think everybody really is taking in how much is going on right now. They said that this man was wearing a wire for years, right? OTF Jam, and this how crazy it is. This man did 12 years in jail, came home, wore a wire, and took down one of the biggest, if not the biggest, groups out of Chicago operating right now. Right? Whether you want to call them a criminal enterprise, no matter what you want to call them, O-Block OTF is one of the biggest organizations operating out of Chicago right now. Now, here's the thing. This is what they're not saying. I wonder who put him up to it. Right? They say he caught a gun charge, and after he caught a gun charge, that's when he agreed to wear the wire and take down guys affiliated with OTF. And that's messed up, man, because it's sad how guys be in the street doing X, Y, and Z, whatever they doing, and they can't hold water. right? He already did 12 years. I guess as soon as he caught the gun charge, he felt that it was over, but he volunteered himself and said, look, for information based on Lil Durk or OTF or whoever, I will wear a wire and bring these guys down, right? And substitute for less time or no time in jail. And this is what we're looking at. Now, I bring that up because when you think about it, if he was wearing a wire for years, right? Put this in retrospect. He was wearing a wire for years. Forget the little Pab situation. Just imagine everything else.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been in the middle. The middle is all I've ever known. But with a blocked middle seat
that they know. Right, let me say that again. He wore a wiretap for years. So think about everything that this man know and got recorded. Right? Y'all seen when FBG Cash lost his life. We seen the trolling going on. We seen a whole lot. And I think, to be honest with you, in the coming days or the coming months or weeks or whenever, in the near future, we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff come to light. A lot of things be exposed. All right, but before we get into all that, man, like I said, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Now, we're going to get into a little update on Lil Durk. They're saying that he was actually trying to outsmart the feds after he seen that OTF Didi and the other affiliates got arrested for
trying to escape
unaliving. So they're saying that he tried to go to Italy. He tried to like book a couple flights so it don't, he tried to pull a Diddy. He tried to pull a Diddy. And he booked a couple flights, I guess, so the feds wouldn't know which one to actually take. But once again, he didn't know that he was on wiretaps the whole time. So you trying to outsmart them, but they got the one up on you. So we're gonna get into what they're saying. A guy by the name of Jason Meisner. He came out and gave us an update, and we're gonna read it and see what they're talking about. Now, Jason Meisner would take to the Twitter account and he would say, quote, update, Chicago rapper Lil Durk planned to take a private jet to Italy after his associates were arrested in a murder for hire plot, the feds say. Now Durk is in custody in Florida, charged with putting a monetary bounty out for the killing of a rival. Then the next tweet would say, quote, in Banks charging documents, federal investigators said witnesses and or their family members have already received threats and or have been contacted in what appear to be attempts to influence their participation in this investigation. Sheesh. So I'm assuming, see, somebody's talking. Once again, somebody's talking. Either they got him on wiretaps doing it, or one of the family members or friends or somebody's coming forward and saying, look, this man is threatening us, telling us that we shouldn't cooperate in this investigation that's going on. And we fear for our life, or whatever it is. But somebody is coming forward talking, or they got him on wiretaps doing it personally. Right? Now the next tweet will say, quote, I was the only reporter in the Chicago courtroom Thursday when 5 associates of Durk's, only the family, were brought in. Prosecutors said the charges carry a maximum of death if convicted and a mandatory minimum of 30 years. There's an identified hearing for one defendant today.
Golly.
Now shout out to Gossip of the City. Y'all know they always got the tea first. I don't know where they be getting the information from, but they will put up a post about Durk, and they also had something to say in regards to the update concerning Durk. They would say, quote, Durkio attempted to trick the feds when he found out his crimies got arrested. Durk booked 3 different flights to Italy, Dubai, and Switzerland. The only issue is the feds had wires and taps on them. They have Durk making threats to kill others who may testify against him. In other words, it's a wrap. Sheesh. So not only have they charged him for the murder for hire plot, but they also have him on wiretaps making threats and telling people not to involve themselves in this investigation. That's another charge as well. Right? Tampering with witnesses or involving yourself in I forgot something with the process of investigation. I forgot what the charge is, but that's another charge.
Golly.
And they're saying he tried to, manipulate or try to outsmart the feds by booking 3 different flights. Let me tell y'all something, and I always say this: when the feds want you, I don't even think God Himself could save you. I ain't gonna say that, but y'all know what I mean, right? When them feds want you, when them people want you, it don't matter where you go. Trust me, they got you. And it's not looking too good for Durk, man.
Golly.
Very sad and unfortunate for the simple fact that I don't condone cooperating on any level, and this is what I mean here. When you look at it as a whole, OTF Jam, they saying he cooperated because he caught a firearm charge, and that's when he agreed to wear the wire. And it's sad because all these guys, and I really hope the youth are watching this. It's sad because these guys sit here and make it seem like they're the toughest. These guys that hang around you, be around you when everything's good. All for them to sit there and switch and turn their back and backbite. Right? To backdoor, slime you out, snitch. The whole 9 yards. The streets is literally done. And I hope this is a lesson for anybody coming up. And y'all can see this for yourselves. Right? Now, Bezu has something to say also, which is kind of shocking. But he pretty much said, I told you so. Right? He would take to his Instagram story and he would say, quote, I know my boy's good. Free him. All I've been telling y'all for years, you could read when the body ain't right. Heartbreak emoji. Now, I don't know if he's referring to OTF Jam, like he been trying to tell him, like, yo, listen, I've been telling y'all that he's no good. Or maybe he's been peeping the whole situation. If y'all notice, you don't really see Bezu around Durk or was around Durk like how he used to be. He done formed his own little, the handlers, and you just see him over there with Lil Law and them, but you don't really see him too much around Durk unless, it's like a function or something going on. And maybe it was to his benefit, because, look, but then again, let's not speak too soon, and I don't wish jail or death on nobody, but remember, they have years worth of wiretaps. And there's no telling what's on them wiretaps, y'all. So, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, man. They say your boy Durk tried to flee, and he's making threats towards family and friends and whatever in attempts of having them not involve themselves in this investigation against him. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified.
Alright. If you were watching this stream, thanks for watching. Hopefully, the plot. I, I don't even know what I was about to say, bruh. This whole situation is insane. Streets are dead. We know this because it's factual. Okay. What more do you need from us? What more? Nah, but thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe. To me.